Bonnie Bella Jordan entered the world on December 28, 2016, born to Joseline Hernandez and music producer Stevie J, both established figures in the entertainment industry. Her arrival was documented in a VH1 special titled Joseline's Special Delivery, marking the first formal public introduction to the child who once would become a minor but notable presence in popular culture. The birth itself represented a significant moment in the lives of both parents, each navigating their own careers and personal trajectories at the time. Joseline Hernandez had gained prominence through her appearance on the reality television series Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, debuting in 2012. Known for her unfiltered personality and willingness to engage in confrontational exchanges with other cast members, Hernandez established herself as a polarizing but recognizable television personality. By 2016, her relationship with Stevie J, a producer who had previously worked with major artists and held his own standing in the music industry, had been a central narrative thread throughout her television presence. The birth of their daughter occurred but a tumultuous relationship. Within months of Bonnie's birth, Hernandez and Jordan made the decision to end their intimate partnership, though they committed to co-parenting their daughter. Court documents and public statements confirmed that both parents maintained active roles in Bonnie's life, with each taking responsibility for her care and upbringing. This arrangement would define much of the public narrative surrounding the child in her early years. Bonnie Bella's childhood unfolded partly in public view, as her mother continued her work in entertainment and maintained an active social media presence. Early documented appearances show the child appearing in brief, minor segments on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, during seasons 6 and 7, though these were uncredited and limited in scope. The child's presence on television served primarily as a backdrop to her mother's storylines, rather than as a featured element of the programming. What distinguished Bonnie Bella in the public consciousness during her early years was her demonstrated facility with language. Born to parents whose backgrounds and environments exposed her to multiple linguistic traditions, Bonnie developed bilingual competency in English and Spanish at an age when language acquisition occurs most naturally. Videos published on social media by her mother, beginning around 2020, documented instances of the child responding to Spanish language prompts and questions in grammatically coherent Spanish, suggesting instruction or natural exposure to the language through family context. One particularly noted interaction between Joseline and her daughter, shared in July 2025 on social media platforms, showed the mother asking questions in Spanish, while Bonnie responded with apparent fluency. The documented exchange suggested not merely the memorization of phrases but genuine comprehension and ability to formulate responses. Observers and commentators noted the interaction as evidence of the child's intellectual development and linguistic abilities at an age when such multilingual facility is relatively uncommon among American children in entertainment contexts. In addition to Spanish and English, reports indicated that Bonnie had been exposed to at least 2 additional languages, though documented evidence of fluency in these languages remained limited. The specifics of her linguistic exposure appeared to relate to family background and parental intentionality in education, rather than formal institutional instruction, given her young age. Bonnie's engagement with performance and entertainment emerged through her participation in social media content created by her mother. Multiple documented instances show the child participating in choreographed dance routines, often performed to her mother's music. One particularly visible example involved Bonnie dancing alongside her mother and a choreographer named Ricardo Brickus III to the song I Like the Way You Are, which was produced by Joseline Hernandez. The video, posted to Instagram and shared across multiple platforms, garnered thousands of engagements from viewers, commenting on the mother-daughter dynamic and the child's evident comfort with performance. These dance performances and musical participation occurred within a specific context. The child was participating in entertainment activities created by her mother, who maintained an active career as a performer and media personality. This participation appeared to be a form of shared bonding, rather than professional performance on Bonnie's part. Dancing to choreography and engaging in playful performance with her mother, but no evidence emerged of the child pursuing an independent career as a performer or recording artist. One documented instance from 2020 presented a more complex picture of Bonnie's participation in musical content. In a video shared by her mother, Joseline was shown styling Bonnie's hair while the song La Cucaracha, performed by Lila Downs, played in the background. Joseline began singing along to the song, and Bonnie joined in, mouthing the words. Some observers criticized the video on social media, noting that portions of the song's lyrics contain references to marijuana use. The controversy, while minor in the broader scope of celebrity commentary, illustrated the complications that arise when children of public figures participate in social media content that was created without specific consideration of how it might be received or interpreted. Bonnie's presence on social media expanded significantly as she grew older. By 2024 and 2025, she maintained an Instagram account with over 50,000 followers, where photos and videos documented her daily life, her relationship with her mother, and various activities. The account appeared to be managed primarily by her parents, consistent with practices among parents of minor children in the digital age. Content presented a version of her life designed for public consumption, carefully curated images and videos that emphasized her personality, her closeness with family, and her development. The relationship between Joseline and her daughter emerged as a central theme in discussions about Joseline's personal evolution. Hernandez, who had discussed difficult aspects of her own childhood during her time on Love and Hip Hop, appeared to use her role as a mother to address generational patterns. In December 2022, on Bonnie's 6th birthday, Joseline shared extended reflections on social media about her experience of motherhood. She wrote about the accusations that had been leveled against her by observers of her television presence, suggestions that she was unsuited for motherhood or incapable of providing nurturing care. She framed her motherhood as an opportunity to become the parent she had never had, emphasizing her commitment to Bonnie's emotional and physical well-being. These reflections gained additional weight from statements Bonnie herself reportedly made to her mother. According to Joseline's social media posts, Bonnie had instructed her mother to be nice, a simple but direct communication that appeared to have resonated with Hernandez. The mother interpreted these moments as evidence of mutual growth and development between herself and her daughter, suggesting that parenthood had prompted her own behavioral and emotional maturation. In September 2025, nearly a decade after Bonnie's birth, Joseline shared another significant reflection on motherhood. She posted videos and photographs of herself with Bonnie, along with a caption emphasizing her commitment to being an excellent mother and her enjoyment of the parenting process. She again referenced criticism she had faced, reframing her motherhood as an achievement against expectations. The post garnered substantial engagement on social media, with followers commenting on what they perceived as genuine affection between mother and daughter and positive personal transformation in Joseline. But Bonnie's extended family structure was characterized by complexity typical of families formed through multiple partnerships and relationships. Her biological father, Stevie J, had 4 other children from previous relationships. These half-siblings included Dorian, Sade, Stevie Jr., Savannah, and Ava. The latter, Ava Jordan, was born to Stevie J and reality television personality Mimi Faust. Observers of celebrity culture noted a striking physical resemblance between Bonnie and Ava, with social media users frequently commenting that the two appeared nearly identical. This observation circulated particularly after a 2026 video in which Joseline and Bonnie participated in a viral TikTok trend that highlighted their mother-daughter relationship. In 2025 and 2026, significant developments occurred in Joseline's personal life that affected the broader family structure surrounding Bonnie. Joseline entered into a marriage with DJ Ballistic Beats, a musician and producer. She subsequently announced that she was expecting her first child with her new husband. during promotional appearances, including at the premiere of a new series called Get Money Girls on WAH-TV in April 2026. Joseline made remarks about her expanded family. Joseline made remarks about her expanded family. She described Ballistic Beats as her husband and referred to Bonnie as his daughter, despite clarifying that Stevie J was Bonnie's biological father. The comment prompted some social media discussion about family designation and the roles played by stepfamilies, though the preponderance of commentary suggested acceptance of Ballistic Beats' role as an engaged paternal figure in Bonnie's life. Bonnie's presence in entertainment media remained limited by her age and her status as a minor. She did not hold professional contracts, record albums, or pursue independent entertainment ventures. Rather, her public visibility emerged entirely through her mother's choices to include her in social media content, and minimally through television appearances documented early in her life. This distinction matters for understanding her actual role in the entertainment landscape, as opposed to the framing that might emerge from sensationalized headlines or entertainment news coverage. The emergence of Bonnie as a figure of interest in entertainment discourse reflected broader trends in celebrity culture, as social media platforms became primary venues for content creation and sharing. The children of celebrities increasingly appeared in their parents' digital output. Bonnie's situation, in which her mother intentionally shared content featuring her, represented a common contemporary pattern. Unlike earlier eras when children of celebrities might have been deliberately shielded from public view, the structure of social media incentives and the normalization of personal content sharing meant that Bonnie's life was documented and distributed to thousands of followers. This development raised attendant questions about consent, privacy, and the welfare of minor children